Is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 bad? I'll give you my thoughts 1 week in while showing gameplay from multiplayer and zombies. We do have to take into account the Bloomberg report that came out last week that stated that the game was made in only 16 months by Sledgehammer Games, while usually most COD games take about 3 years to make. I won't go too much into the Bloomberg report, it has been out for a little while now, but it did state that Sledgehammer Games developers barely got the time to see their families while being in development of Modern Warfare 3 due to not being allowed the time off, which really isn't a good look for Activision. To be fair though, the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer isn't too bad at the moment. It's probably the best launch lineup of maps we've had in a long while, mainly because they are all remasters of the original Modern Warfare 2 maps, but they, obviously graphical enhancements and in general the mechanics and movement works a lot better on these maps, which allows increased maneuverability around each map. So the launch maps are all good and they've worked really well in the new engines. In Season 1 as well, we're getting 3 new maps as well. One called Meat, one called Greece, and one called Rio. Hopefully they'll all be as good as the current maps as well. I'm also enjoying some of the playlists that they've got out right now. They've got this new experimental playlist where they test the feature in that playlist only, which looks quite cool, and hopefully they can do some interesting stuff with that without just putting it into the entire game, so they can get feedback from the community, which will be pretty good. My favourite part of the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer is definitely War Mode. It is back from Call of Duty World War II, which I enjoyed at the time. And at the moment it's only got 1 map, which does get a little bit repetitive, I found, but it is really fun if you don't get burnt out from it. And hopefully in Season 1, I don't know if they'll do it in Season 1, but hopefully soon they'll get another map to partner the existing one, which is a good map, but obviously we'd like more. Before we go into zombies, I do want to say that the UI on this game is shit. It's not great at all. I think that it has improved from last year, but it's still the same sort of boxy design that, well, we've been stuck with for over a year now, which isn't great. I really hope that they can either change it or just completely get rid of it by the time the tryout game comes out next year. And we can't talk about the pros and cons of Modern Warfare 3 without talking about skill-based matchmaking. I don't really want to talk about it too much because every single YouTuber on the platform talks about it. I'm not going to be one of them too much. It's not great, it hasn't improved, maybe a little bit worse, maybe a little bit better. That's for you to decide, not me. I don't like it, no one likes it, but it's going to stay for a while because it helps the casual players, so you're going to have to live with it really and just hope that it gets better. Also, if you guys have any other positives or negatives about Modern Warfare 3 that you feel strongly about, let me know in the comments down below. Next up, I'll go through the state of Modern Warfare 3 zombies. In general, I found zombies tolerable at the moment. It's not as good as normal Treyarch zombies, so it's not as good as Black Ops Cold War or anything before that. But I don't think it is as bad as Call of Duty Vanguard zombies, and nowhere near as bad as we thought it would be, really. I don't mind it's on the Warzone map, I find that pretty cool, and I find the missions quite enjoyable to do. Obviously it's something different to what we usually get, but I'm not too fussed about that. I do find it quite fun to play. They have announced that in Season 1 they are adding a continuation to the storyline, which is quite cool, as you can see here, and hopefully in further seasons they'll continue to add more stuff to it instead of abandoning it, which is not what we want at all. We want this game to be the best it can be. Even after a rough launch, we want it to be a good game, so we've got something good to play for the rest of the year. And before you go, I just want to have a look at glitches which have been occurring in Modern Warfare 3 so far. I haven't had too many big issues, but as you can see on the screen there, my kills went, or not even just my kills, the whole lobby's kills weren't tracking, so it just showed everyone's got 0 kills, even though it showed like 5 assists, 7 assists and blah blah, so on. And in zombies here, I had this weird issue where I couldn't do anything really. I just couldn't move properly and all these zombies froze. I don't know if that was a connection issue on my behalf. Nothing else was going wrong with my connection, so I do think it was an in-game issue. And I've also seen that other people have had that issue in multiplayer as well. So I really hope Sledgehammer can get on top of this and get it sorted before Season 1. Overall, I don't think Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is as bad as people are saying. I think it has got a few teething problems, which will hopefully be sorted soon. I think that it's definitely better than last year's Modern Warfare 2. I think that a lot of the problems and design issues that Infinity Ward implemented into that game have been fixed by Sledgehammer, and given time, and hopefully if they keep at it, we'll have a really good game on our hands. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. That would be immensely appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one.